fact that you all come out on an evening like this and are making our point is hugely important. And the reason why we're going to win this Brexit thing is because we are mobilised. There are millions of people who now feel strongly about it. There's now a longer interval between now and the referendum than there was between the last two general elections. So when people say that it's not democratic, I don't think even well, maybe Aaron Banks, but not many others actually want to abolish elections in order to entrench Brexit. So what we need to do is to keep going. And we're in the end game at the moment. This all comes to Parliament in 2 months' time. The whole Brexit case is falling apart. Let's be clear. Now we're in the 6 weeks supply of medicines, planes not flying, not enough food in the shops, and because we managed to avoid those and we simply have lesser evils and a lesser sense of loss, that's thought to be a good thing. That isn't what people voted for 2 years ago, and that's why we're going to be fine. And the reason we're going to carry it in Cornwall is what I'm struck by as I travel across the country, and I was in Scotland last weekend, another big fishing communities up in Aberdeen. I've been in Ireland a lot. I've been in Wales a great deal too. What I'm finding really striking, and I'm a Londoner, so maybe I shouldn't admit that, but
Somebody's got a
He's not from Devon.
that's true. There is somebody with a Devon for Europe T-shirt, but I see he's got it covered up. He was told by Andrew he was told by Andrew that he might get lynched if he said we need Cornwall for Europe ones, which apparently are being made at the moment, so that's all good. But what I've noticed as I've gone round is, do you know, the bits of the country that understand best why we need to stay in Europe are those that are already familiar with multiple identities. Now, Londoners have no difficulty with being Londoners, English, British and European. In Cornwall, you have no difficulty being Cornish, English, European. The same with the Welsh and Scottish.
Cornish British.
Yes. Well, there is this place called England. I don't quite know. I'm learning as I go on where it starts and stops. But the whole argument for Europe is that you don't have to be just one thing or the other. We can run our affairs locally, we can run our affairs nationally, but we can also be part of a great European project which has delivered peace and prosperity for a longer period of time in the last 70 years than Europe has ever enjoyed it in its history. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't matter where in Europe you are, where in Britain you are, where in the United Kingdom you are, peace and prosperity are the building blocks for anything else that you can do. So we're completely comfortable with our arguments. There is no good Brexit. The only good Brexit is no Brexit. Varieties of Brexit, the big mistake which we've been making as a country in the last 2 years is thinking that some varieties of Brexit are better than others. It is true that some are less damaging than others. I mean, no deal is clearly the most damaging variety, but all varieties of Brexit are damage limitation. You know what the best thing to do is not to do the damage. Let people make a judgment when they can see the terms of Brexit and they realise what it's going to mean for their families and their communities and their country. Rally strongly against Brexit, call for a people's vote, encourage our MPs to vote for it, and then I'm absolutely convinced that we can win this, and what we're going through at the moment will be regarded like a Daphne du Maurier novel as something a bit quaint, very historic, but it's of no relevance to the present day at all. Thanks very much.